Hello and welcome back to Pot of the Dead. On today's episode, we are covering the 2002 American remake of The Ring. Also,
We have an inaugural case of Dustin.
And Natasha's
Creepy
creepy
Corner.
quarter. Oh, but don't forget to play the theme music.
Mhm.
you had one job.
And I failed
And
miserably.
we nailed it.
I remembered the most important part.
Yeah, she saved the day.
Yeah. So, The Ring, if you've been living under a rock, is a 2002 American remake of a Japanese horror film. It was released in the U.S. on October 18th, 2002. Directed by Gore Verbinski, is a remake of a Hideo Nakata his 1998 film called Ringu, based on Koji Suzuki's novel that came out in the early 90s. The story is about a journalist named Rachel Keller who investigates a cursed videotape that kills viewers 7 days after watching it. So, this came out in 2002. I think we might have all been in high school. Tasha might not have, just missing out. But this
13?
this came out like right in that era and stuff. What is your guys' history with this film, if any?
I saw it in theaters.
I saw it at a friend's house. I've seen it multiple times.
Right on. Yeah. Have either of you seen the original?
Nope.
Yes. Yeah.
Right on. Either
Many
of you
moons ago.
have either of you read the book?
Didn't know there was a
Oh, I
book.
didn't know there was a book.
I'm going to read the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, my history with this was when it came out, I didn't see it initially. I don't think I saw this till after I was out of high school because I was kind of getting burnt out. Like, this is the era of me getting burnt out on like current horror. So like this is where we're getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake and the remake and the remake and the remake and all that stuff. So I was actually kind of late to Japanese horror, and my actual introduction and then kind of coming back to this was watching Ju-on, which is the original Grudge, and then
Oh.
coming into the remakes. And I kind of stayed away from The Ring for a while because I had seen Ringu, and I was like, the Grudge was kind of like a half-assed remake. It's like, I don't want to see them fuck up, Ringu.
Mhm.
Then I watched it and I was pleasantly surprised. This is definitely, like, in my opinion, probably the best Japanese remake, or J-horror remake that America did. And of the era, it's one of the better horror films, period. But even then, it's possibly one of the best PG-13 horror films, in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Those are high accolades.
Yeah, like
So did the Ring start all the creepy kid drawings, or was that just in this era when all the creepy kid drawings were happening?
I mean, creepy kid drawings go back prior, because like my brain, like, you got that technically in like The Sixth Sense, and you've got that in the Silent Hill video game, the original. You've got it previously, there's stuff like in the Freddy Krueger franchise
Hmm.
and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I would say that this is the era of the lady in white, like that literal, like the kind of ghost, Japanese ghost oni kind of
Mhm.
thing, where it's just the dark haired lady in white, and then like that just became everything for a while. Like, it became such a pop culture thing. And it's like, you want to reference J horror, you put like something that looks like Samara in your movie, flat out. Like, there you go.
Hmm.
But it's basically become like almost like a touchstone. Like, you need to reference J horror. That's the easiest way to do it. Like, is it a perfect one-to-one? Like, this is J horror? No, but like if you see it, it's like, oh, I get this reference point. Harder, than like Pulse. It's like, how do you fucking do Pulse? Or
Oh,
like,
man.
and it's kind of the time. This movie, when it was in Japan, Ringu and stuff, did like super big bucks. So DreamWorks bought the rights and was like, we want to make this movie. And they bounced around a few different directors, but they ended up settling on Gore Verbinski, who I didn't realize I was very aware of his works. I knew the name, but after this film, this was kind of like his first bigger film. After this, he went on to direct a little-known film called Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl.
Oh, all right.
The Nicolas Cage man, The Weatherman.
Nope.
A couple more films called Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest and At World's End. Went on to do Rango.
The Disney movie?
Rango?
Rango, yeah, it was actually Nickelodeon, but yeah.
Or the animated movie?
Yeah, with Johnny Depp as the lizard. Yeah.
He's a chameleon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's running around the desert. It's pretty good. His eye falls out at one point.
Hell yeah.
That's what I remember.
But also another thing that's like kind of shocking is the composer for this movie, and kind of not a characteristic score for him. Hans Zimmer did the score for this movie, and he is most known for doing Dune 1 and 2, Interstellar, Inception, Batman Begins, and the entire Dark Knight trilogy, The Last Samurai, Gladiator, Lion King. Like, and he's usually known for these big, like, bombastic, orchestral burn kind of stuff. And this one, it's very subtle.
Yeah.
Very
he did
atmospheric.
Hannibal too, which was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, just like the more that I looked, I was just like, Jesus Christ, no wonder this like works for me, because lest we forget, this movie stars Naomi Watts. You know, we know her from Mulholland
Sweet
Drive.
Mama.
Mulholland Drive, 21 Grams, King Kong, Eastern Promises, all over the place, right? Like, she's been and she almost turned this down because she didn't want to be typecasted as being like in horror stuff. Which she's one of those people that I would have a hard time seeing someone else in this role. Like, it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other person in this movie that I would have a hard time with recasting is Brian Cox, who plays Richard Morgan.
Oh yeah, he's so wonderful.
You may know him from Braveheart, Manhunter, X2, Troy, and most recently Secession. He was also the dad. He's also the dad in The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yes, I knew him from somewhere.
Yes.
Man. I feel like Naomi Watts is.
Yeah,
All right. I feel like Naomi Watts' character is interchangeable.
You think so?
I feel like anyone could play. I love Naomi. This isn't.
No, you don't.
I don't.
No,
love
you don't.
Naomi
Because
Watts,
otherwise,
then.
you wouldn't say this.
I feel like other people could play that role.
Name
and
one.
It's not.
Name one. Name 3 songs.
We're coming at you.
Jesus. Other blonde actresses from the early 2000s. Like, I feel like anyone could.
Really? Name one who can scream that well. Her scream is so good.
Okay, that I don't know.
And can smoke a cigarette and talk to teenagers like that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's because that's not the Naomi Watts I know. I know her later in life more so than when she was younger. So it doesn't even look like her. So she's just kind of a face.
What do you know her from?
I know her from The Watcher, and which is more recent. It's based off of a book. It's a series, I believe, on Netflix or HBO. I can't remember which. And then she did another book series adaptation where she plays an author, and it's like kind of a mystery. So I know her older, and I absolutely love her. But in here, she's just kind of like every other 2000s actress.
Well, that's the end of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to Natasha lie for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. This is Troll 2 all over again.
God damn it. And
I still don't like it. I don't think the boy could have been recast.
Oh, no, he's great.
He was a creepy boy.
He is just, inherently creepy. And I couldn't quite put my finger on why.
It's his eyes.
His
it's his dead eyes.
Yeah.
He looks like
bangs. Boy bangs is a big problem. That's creepy as fuck.
Dark.
He looks like he's picked up right out of The Omen. Like like he just straight up looks like Damien from The Omen.
Yeah.
But another one that I couldn't believe it until I read it. So our Samara, right, played by Devi, I believe is how you pronounce her name, Devi Chase. She's also known for being the voice of Lilo in Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
So
wow.
we got creepy, psychokinetic, telepathic chick slash aloha,
Yeah.
or you know,
With a tiny little alien creature.
yeah.
Wow.
I
She
don't know
also
that
People
one.
have
What's
range.
that one about?
Oh,
Lilo
Lilo
and
and
Stitch.
Stitch. It's
Yeah,
an animated movie
I don't
where
have kids. Remember?
oh yeah. She
What?
lives in Hawaii and like this in Stitch, this fuzzy cute alien falls from the sky and wreaks havoc and she
Okay.
befriends it and it's like their adventures and there's something about family. I don't know. That's all I know.
You don't know what Lilo and Stitch is?
I don't watch Disney movies, man. I'm an
Why?
adult.
Oh,
I'm a
Ouch.
childless adult.
that's fine. That's fine. I wish I lived in the world where like because I this came
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch came out when we were in school. So that's the thing is like
Oh,
I loved it came out in 2001.
wow.
It actually predates this. So that's the thing. It's like, oh my God, really? Like I wish I lived in a world where I did not know about Lilo and
Yeah.
Stitch.
And also it's like out again because they did a
Yeah.
live action one.
Mhm.
So I figured,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah, they
you'd at
all
least
kind of
see like a
merged
poster.
together.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention, it's all the same. Fair
Yep.
point.
So shocker, Verbinski drew inspiration from surrealist cinema like Eraserhead when making his adaptation of the cursed film, which before researching, just watching it, I was just like Samara is got to be a lynch head or something because this is
Mhm.
straight up Eraserhead.
I still need
Uh,
to watch that.
yeah, did you like the creepy film that's playing behind
I
me?
did.
Then you'll love Eraserhead.
Oh, all right.
It's like that, but with like kind of more narrative, you know? Like
Okay. Well, that's
there's a
fair.
Yeah.
story there. There's a lady in a radiator, and all sorts of weird stuff.
A
I
lady
need to watch this again too.
radiator.
It's been a very long time.
I watched it within the last year. This is
Yeah.
actually my second watch of this film this year.
The
Because
Ring?
I watched
Wow.
it like back in January or something. I was just like
Just
feeling
because?
the vibe. Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
I have not watched this in forever. And it was because of that I was like, this is going on the list for this year. Like this is a banger.
Yeah.
I
It
forget.
holds up.
It does. It really
Yeah.
does.
I was really happy with it. We've had a lot of not great movies lately.
I
So I
don't
was
know what you're
excited for
talking
this one.
about. We have been
Yeah.
on a strip of just
Don't
banger
know what you
after
mean.
banger.
We are clearly watching different movies, and that's totally fine.
So would you say this is one of the better movies we've watched in recent memory?
Yes. The bar is so low, though. That's not fair.
Yeah. Do you get jump scares?
No. I got
Nope.
creepies.
Yeah.
I got ookie spookies, but no jump
Sure.
scares.
What was your setting while watching?
Dark.
Good.
Mhm.
Awake? Were you
Awake.
Oh,
I
that's
was
wonderful.
awake.
That's always a winner.
I was conscious and it was dark. Yep.
So
Prime time watching.
this film was shot mostly in the Pacific Northwest, the area of Seattle and Whidbey Island in Stanwood. So I actually was just in Seattle, I think it was last year, maybe it was the year before, and I picked up on that like instantly. Like it just has
Cool.
that feel. They did it specifically because of, what that area is known for, just being kind of gloomy and rainy. And
Mhm.
this movie is so gray and blue the entire time.
I thought it
And
was gorgeous.
yes,
Yeah, I
it is
appreciated that.
beautiful. Like
Mhm.
this film, like Ringu is awesome for its own thing, but this, like the American remake, is just beautiful. Like there's certain shots in this film. I'm just gonna throw up the spoiler warning now so we can just kind of openly talk about it and everything. But there are shots in this film, like when they go into the barn and you see like the bedroom built up top and
Mhm.
everything, and there's the shot of them like walking up the
Yeah.
ladder and shit. It's so perfectly like framed. Like that's the thing about this movie that I always forget is just like beside the narrative, because I am a huge fan of like cursed media. I love that idea of just like there's this videotape, you
Yeah.
know. But the way that they kind of tie it all together and like make it make sense, but not by just handing it to you. Like they're not just
Mhm.
like, oh, the tape is haunted because of this, that, and the other, which I mean, I'll explain a little bit, but it's just there's some pieces here and you can put them together and that's why this is happening. But then like just the way, you know, fucking everything kind of works together and all these images make sense for the tape because of how it's made.
And that's why I love this movie, especially after like Troll or like just movies that don't have rules or don't make sense. This one is perfect. And it was so comforting in that way of like, you know what's happening at the beginning and everything falls into place as you're watching it. It was so, I wasn't confused. I knew what was happening. It was great. It was a good time.
So I did have to like, because I thought I knew exactly how the tape was made, why the tape was made, and everything. And there was like a little bit that I guess I didn't connect the dots on. But do you guys like
Probably not.
what do you
Yeah.
think, or how do you think the tape existed or was made or anything?
I guess I never thought about how it was made. I just know the references from it.
But they actually tell you in the movie.
Oh.
Like that's
Yeah,
the thing.
She
Like,
just like
Missed that
created
part.
those pictures, right?
yes. So
With her mind.
and those are on X-ray film.
Oh, okay. Like
Mhm.
the horse, like because we find those later on in that file. Yeah.
Yep. So she's actually able to telekinetically like send her thoughts and like in other people's brains, giving them images. We know that, but she
Yeah.
can actually do it on like she did it on the wall with the tree and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And she
Okay.
did it on the film. So that well that is under cabin 12 is where she was, and there was just a tape there, like a blank tape. It wasn't
Hmm.
recorded
Yeah.
or anything, and she
Yeah, they had recorded like a football game, and when they played it back, it wasn't there. Or something.
Right.
Yep. So she just like knew people were there, and all she
Mhm.
wanted to do was be heard, right? So that's what she
And
did.
kill.
Yeah, well, yes. Unless you spread the message, you know, it's like a really backwards Christianity. Actually, it's not too backwards; it's almost dead
Yeah.
on.
It's kind of right on.
It's pretty culty. Yeah, spread the word, or we'll kill you.
With kindness
Yeah.
and axes.
Spread the word that I fucking hate horses.
Yeah. So the horse scene, right?
Yeah, good horse.
all-
death.
90% practical. Like the horse jumping off the boat into the ocean, that's like
Mhm.
90% practical. Like they cleaned it up with some CG there at the end and everything, but the first time that happened when I saw it, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then they run back and it's just like, oh, and propeller. Like
Yeah.
just here we go. I was like, Jesus
I
Christ.
hope that part was fake.
Nope, 100% real.
Yeah. Like I don't know which. Like,
Everything
why
on
did
the
you point it
boat,
out?
everything on the boat was CGI. Everything under the boat was real.
Jesus. That seems backwards.
So this movie was made for $48 million. What do you think its worldwide
What?
gross was? What?
Excuse me?
$48 million.
Shut your fucking mouth. What?
Yeah, it was made for a lot of money.
Damn.
It looks like it. It's so clean.
Yeah, it's very pretty, but oh,
I think it grossed coming out by like around October, like $250 million. It did bang.
guess. yeah.
Is that where you're at as well, Dustin?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow your lead there. I think that's a good one.
All right. $249.3 million.
Wow.
Huge success. Its opening weekend, it made $15 million.
Wow.
And it kicked off, this is the movie that kicked off the 2000s wave of American J-horror remakes. So from this, you get like The Grudge, The Eye,
Nope.
Pulse.
I.
Never heard of that one.
I think that one's got like Jessica Alba in it.
Okay.
I think, God, I think she gets like a cadaver's eye or something, and it's haunted. Like, in, like
Okay.
hey man, it's J-horror. Everything's haunted. Okay.
It's put in her eye, or she just
Yeah.
has it.
No, it's
Oh.
like a transplant.
So
Oh,
does she
gotcha.
see like
One missed
other
call.
people's stuff?
I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever seen it. But
One
then
missed call. I feel
One
like I've
Missed-
heard of that one.
One Missed Call was they did a remake of that. Like there's a bunch of them, right? So like the original Ringu would have also been around the same time that like Audition came out and everything. So
Oh.
that's the big J horror. And I know that you're not a big fan of Pulse. I liked Pulse,
Nope.
but like that whole era of Cure and things like that, like that was like Japanese horror. And because of that, and I think it's a lot of like just the vibe, America tried to do it. Like they tried, like this is like the only one that I can think of that like did it well. But most of these remakes and stuff lose that vibe of like that dread and everything. And I think that Gore Verbinski and cast did a really good job of just capturing that. Even though there are times where like things just get like abruptly loud.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that because it's like it's a jump scare just because it's loud.
Yeah, you had to play this one so high because the talking was so goddamn low. Yeah.
And then the phone was so goddamn loud.
Exactly. And it makes, oh no, oh, and it's like, that's not a jump scare. I mean, yeah, you jump because you fucking like shot a gun by my head.
Right.
Yeah.
I kept wanting someone to come from the refrigerator. It was stuff like that. Like at the beginning where she kept like opening the fridge and you think something's going to be behind. I was anticipating jump scares. That didn't happen.
Okay. So you think that it kept you literally on the edge of your seat? Like it just like kept you in a steady sense of panic?
Yeah, there was good discomfort in this movie.
See, I nothing really bothers me or anything. I'm so desensitized with this that I literally was just like curled up with a dog, like watching it, like, this is lovely. Yeah. Brian Cox, you get that. Yeah, just Brian Cox, you get in that shower. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No.
Did you notice that they just went right straight to snooping around the house after he killed himself?
Yeah, like no big deal.
No police call, just no tears, just
no panic.
Let's keep snooping.
Well, she did. She lost her fucking mind. Like she screamed, and then boyfriend showed up out of nowhere. I was like, let's go to the barn.
Just
and then carry on.
Yep. Yeah. Frogging time for Natasha.
That's why she loves this movie.
You just broke into a house. Yeah. Watching stuff.
Yeah, she was real comfortable watching that video too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like really close. Have you ever noticed that with like a lot of these movies? They're
that
always
was irritating.
Like this close to the screen.
Why?
Everything's going to be IMAX. So, okay. So we know how the videotape was made. Do you know why people's faces are distorted?
Sure don't.
The water, right?
The water has a little bit to do with it. It also shows like you're marked by her, right?
Yeah,
but it has to do with the losing of identity. Like she lost her identity through that, and she's making everyone suffer the same way she did, because that's why every time someone's dead, like you don't really notice it. The first one you do with the boyfriend that dies later on, but they're waterlogged. They have been drowned and everything.
Yeah.
So it's that whole idea that I love that kind of stuff. Like I suffered, therefore you shall suffer the same. I love that kind of shit. And that's where like it's more like it's a ghost, but like there's like this rule of curses, 7 days. Why 7 days? Because that's how long I fucking suffered. And I love that shit.
Yeah. I remember calling that when I first saw the movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. She was asking how long you could live, and then I just said, 7 days. But
clearly, I mean,
I just finished the sentence, but I called it kind of. I'm taking the win.
There you go.
Take it when you can.
Yep. It doesn't happen often, so I have to.
What are some of your favorite scenes of this movie?
Hair throat.
Oh, gross.
Right on.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
One of my least favorite parts.
That got me going.
I like the beginning. It felt very like, I love Urban Legend, the movie from the 90s. And the beginning reminded me a lot of Urban Legend.
Okay. It reminds me a lot of Scream.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Urban Legend ripped Scream and all that stuff. Yep. So, like, it's all the same, you know. But, yeah, it's just that cold opening. Oh, no, the dead. Blah, blah. Then we got the fucking title card, and all that. And then here we go. And I do love that. I love a cold open that doesn't deal with our main characters, except for our main characters have heard about it. Like, that's always just a really good trope of, like, this is happening. Yeah. But now here's our characters. And I always like that. I would have to say, like, my favorite scene is like the visual of them finding the attic. Not the attic, the bedroom in the barn.
Lofty.
Yeah, it's such a and it's not that like the dialogue in that scene or anything. It's so evocative. Like it's just so pretty against everything else we've seen, and like it's sad, like because
Mm-hmm.
it's like this like pretty pink, but it's like dust on everything and just so depressing because she was just left up here, and
Yeah.
it fucking great. And then you get the fucking twist because you think the dad is the one that fucking killed her.
Mhm.
Everything is like, no,
Nope.
mom killed her because all she wanted was a daughter, but this daughter is like, you know, basically Jean Grey or some shit, or
Mm-hmm.
fucking messing with people's brains, and then
She did a horrible job killing her child too.
oh yeah,
Terrible.
very
She
bad.
suffocated her for like 20 seconds
I could have done
and
better.
threw her in that well.
Give me that kid, I'll do better.
Maybe it was more
Yeah.
of just throw her in the
Oh,
well.
oh yeah,
less
oh,
of,
it's done.
less of suffocating.
I've killed
Nick,
plenty of kids in my day.
Nick, you remember the kill in the Ringu, right?
Which one?
Of the Samara character.
Not off the top of my dude. I haven't
That's how you
seen.
kill a fucking kid.
How did that
Oh
happen?
my god.
How's it happen?
So the Samara character is kind of hunched over the well, looking down it, and the mother runs up behind her with a fucking log in her head and
That's
just
right.
clobbers her in the back of the skull.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Then she falls down.
I do vaguely remember that.
It's like super
Good
abrupt
Lord.
too. Very funny stuff.
Wow.
Another awesome scene in this movie, and it's like untouchable in my book, is when we actually see Samara crawl out of the fucking
Of
television.
course. Yeah.
And it's not so much the crawling out of the television that I like, it's where she's standing there and like glitching. And
Mhm.
it clearly looks off, but like it works for it because she's supposed to look like she's from the television.
Right.
And like in any other movie, it'd be like that kind of looks shitty, but it's like the shittier it looks, almost the better it looks. It
Mhm.
just works. And the thing that I don't care for is like when we like zoom up onto her face and it's just like "Brr,
Agreed.
ugly
Yeah.
face,
Yeah,
But
we didn't need to see the face.
Yeah.
no. They could have just done it like they did in the original one where it's just like the eye, just like
Yeah.
fucking that's so much creepier. We didn't need, mean mug.
Right. Like
but
super CGI'd,
Yeah.
creepy face. I just
Like-
would have loved just the black hair.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of that Disturbed CD cover. I don't know if you remember that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I got Disturbed vibes from it. Very new metal.
Yeah, well, this would have been the era of new metal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of wah-ahs in this movie.
Yeah, right in the heat of it.
Jeez. I also really liked when they were showing her interview when she's like in the asylum.
Yeah, I think they do a really cool job of how it's
Mhm.
set up, just like, again, the framing of it, it's
Right.
the camera here, you got the little monitor over here to the left, cigarette smoking dude,
Yeah.
kid, all the way the fuck
Yeah.
across.
Don't
The
get
kid
close to her.
admits that she likes to hurt people. That was really creepy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't want to hurt anybody, do you? I do. I'm sorry, but
It is what it is.
That's
Yep.
that's the way the crucky come
Oh, the
goes.
honesty of children.
yeah, no horses or humans are safe around me.
No. The marketing campaign for this film, God, I would have loved to have been around when this happened. Included placing unmarked VHS tapes in public locations and mailing them
Oh.
anonymously to people
Oh,
that were like the fucking film.
that's so cool.
Could you imagine?
Oh,
You're
I
like,
want one of those.
what is this? You pop it in, it's like, I've seen David Lynch. You just toss it. This isn't weird to me. But yeah, I just can only imagine like what that would have been like. And then obviously worldwide release and everything. In Japan, it was called The Ring: The Spiral to separate it from the original and everything. But yeah, like this movie's a fucking banger. Like if I
Yeah.
have comparing, like I always am one of those people that'll like just keep genre to genre to genre to genre, So it's like J horror, early 2000s, fucking PG-13, a lot like okay,
Yeah.
remake, early 2000s, PG-13. I don't like any of that
It
usually.
doesn't sound
Yeah,
like it should
on
work.
paper sounds bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like so for what it is, I'd give it like a 10 out of 10. For what it is.
Yeah.
My personal taste and stuff, probably like 7.5 or whatever. But like this is 100% the best it could have been. There is no way in that era that this could have been better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe more death. Could have used a couple more kills.
Yeah, but the thing is like if you're familiar with J horror and stuff, there's not a lot. It's all just that like dread and tension and stuff
Yeah.
like that. and they do a really good job for America.
A lot of people died. All of the friends, the boyfriend, the dad, the
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah, you didn't see the
What more do you
friends.
want?
He
I
wants
wanted
more.
to see.
He wants
You
more
wanted to
logs.
see it.
He wants
Yeah,
more
more
log.
logs.
Okay.
He
Well,
wants sleeping bag Jason to show up.
Yep. Gotta see it. Yeah, even when she did kill the people, it just cut away when
Yeah.
she showed up. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I could have done with more grim.
yeah.
Like I think that like in the again, I'm really splitting hairs, but like I just darker. I mean, to the point where Tasha would hate it. It's like, make it like Pulse.
No, please don't. I was so bored. I wanted to like it. So boring.
Internet ghosts, come on.
No, I'm good. I could have done with more
Sorry, that
like
doesn't sound good.
yeah, thank you. I could have done with more like asylum-y stuff, like that, like ancient or like yeah, old-timey asylum stuff is just so creepy.
Have you ever seen Session 9?
I don't think so.
Ooh, we might have to push that one up the list then if you like asylum-y stuff.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Let's see here. Oh, I was gonna say something. God damn it.
Ah.
My brain's shutting off. It must not matter. Okay. So, would watch again?
Yes.
All right. What are you guys giving it out of 10?
An 8.
Maybe like a 6.5. I've just seen it so many times.
Yeah.
It seems like, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. This is definitely one that like I want to have Wes watch sometime.
Oh, yeah.
How about you think
I bet
Wyatt
would like it. Mhm.
Yeah, it's creepy enough.
Yeah. He loves creep.
Especially like I would just love to see like younger people like Wes and Wyatt's age when the fucking film comes on. Like it's they have never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking outside of like what you normally see in a movie.
Mhm.
And it's just like it itself is creepy. Like
yeah.
the static and then it like glitches and it's just people like in the mud and
Oh, yeah.
like it looks like maggots and like
Yeah,
all
the
of that's
maggots to people. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, that's
very
creepy.
scary.
fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
it's
Even just like the ladder, the
Yeah.
chair, like the chair, just how it's done is just beautiful and eerie. Yeah, like the chair right there.
it's David Lynch. It's fucking like mid 90s 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson music
Yeah.
videos. Like it's all that kind of stuff, like just packaged so beautifully. Yeah, I was gonna have the movie play behind me today.
This
I
is
just played the
perfect.
title screen
Yeah.
because it's just the fucking video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's creepy enough.
So, but that's The Ring, right? Next week, I'll tell you what we're watching after we go into our next section. So don't let me forget at the end of the episode to tell everyone what we're doing for next week. But I'm going to take these reins and hand them over, and you guys are going to take over the show.
All right.
Welcome to the inaugural Dustin
And Natasha's
Creepy Corner.
Today, I'm going to tell you the story about Elizabeth Packard. Have either of you heard of her before?
No.
All right, here we go. Elizabeth Packard was born in 1816 in Massachusetts. She was the only daughter of Sam and Lucy. As a child, she was very curious and which seemed to worry her father, who didn't like that she was like asking questions, and he wanted her to just be like a girl that like cleaned the house and stuff.
A good girl. Good.
A good girl.
Got it.
Yeah,
Christian girl.
Yeah.
exactly.
Subservient. Get it.
We will
Don't ask questions. Yep.
We will get into that.
Make my pot pie now.
That's basically the whole point of this story.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love this story already.
Every question can be answered with, because God.
Yep.
Because I didn't
Yeah,
get my
I'm
pot
used
pie.
to this.
I'm like 3 sentences in, and you guys
Oh,
have
sorry.
already figured it out. No, it's impressive. When she was in her teens, her family was really affluent, so she was actually able to go to a college. It was for all women, but there she studied French, classics, and algebra. When she was 19, she ended up getting ill. They're not quite sure what it was, but she had a fever and headaches, and that was really it. When her father went to get medical help, she was eventually diagnosed with what they called back then as brain fever.
Yes,
Um,
brain
Nice.
fever.
I
Such a
love.
metal song.
Brain fever! Oh, that was nice. You really gave it a much better vibe than what actually happened.
Oh yeah, it probably sucked, huh?
Yeah, I
You're
mean, it
telling me
really.
it wasn't Rob Halford just kicking in the door?
No, it's 19th century's psychology, so we
Oh.
know it's not good. It's so bad. Uh, uh, it was it was deemed that she had like a severe emotional upset, which was caused by mental labor. So she was essentially just thinking too much as a
Been there.
woman.
Oh,
So she got sick.
Yeah. She got the
Yeah, that's great.
brain fever from thinking too hard.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they took her.
Dumb bitch.
oh, geez. Better give her some cocaine and opium for it.
Well, that's not what happened.
Oh, okay.
So medicine didn't help. So her father ended up having her committed to a state hospital, which is the equivalent of a psychiatric facility now.
Mhm.
So psychology, if you don't know, has a horrific past with terrible treatment of people for a variety of like ailments that aren't actually a thing. So her treatment at this time was bloodletting, which
Yes.
is where you cut open your skin and let
Mhm.
the leeches suck your blood out.
Get
Because
the,
apparently,
get the bad blood out.
right. I think that was like the time of the humors, maybe also.
She's got ghosts in her blood.
The
It gets-
humors is
yeah.
is that another thing that sounds good but is not?
Oh, the humors are so bad. It might be a different time, but like
It
you
sounds
had
like a case of the giggles.
Again, that's getting you a lobotomy in this era.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
too
yeah.
many humors.
You're too happy or too sad, lobotomy. Uh, um, she was also told to purge. So she was getting her blood letted and she was vomiting. That was what the doctors wanted her to do to get better from brain fever. So her, like I said, her symptoms were a fever and a headache. So she didn't need to lose blood. Nonetheless, after 6 weeks, the doctor overseeing her case deemed her healthy, quote unquote, enough to recover and be released back home. So after that, um, uh, mm, because of this, sorry, I lost my train of
Natasha,
thought.
I think you might be suffering from brain fever.
Brain fever, brain fever.
I'm a woman
Gotta
and I'm
let the
reading.
blood out.
You're thinking way too much. Too many questions.
That was like Nick when he was trying to think of something earlier.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Just see it
it's
struggling.
gone.
So, because of this instance with her being committed because she had a fever, Elizabeth lost kind of all hope in the medical field. So, a little bit about Elizabeth's dad. You guys already kind of caught on
It's
that
RFK Jr.
God was important. So, not quite. He was a Calvinist minister, which
Pretty
was
close.
which was a subset of
Calvin and
like
Hobbes.
that's
know-
all I could think about.
the
when I
frogs.
was writing.
No comments will be made.
He's a frog minister with a top hat. Anyway, a little bit about the Calvinist Church. It's also known as the Reformed Christian Church, and it's a part of Protestantism. So it was very popular in Massachusetts and New England at the time. Along with this, while he was leading his congregation, the family, Elizabeth's family, also brought in boarders. So people would stay at their house, either like traveling ministers or people that her dad knew. So because of this, Elizabeth was able to get a lot of her questions answered from all of these, like the variety of people that would come in and out of their house. So a lot of the questions she was asking was just like their general, life, like what they did outside of church, because she didn't have much of an outlet. And also what their faith was like. So if they had a different faith than
Ooh,
what
don't
what
be
her
doing
dad
that.
did. She was really interested. So in 1839, she was 23 and she was essentially told to marry this guy. His name is Theophilus Packard.
Okay,
Theophilus Packard. We're going to call him Theo from here on out.
right on.
So,
Like Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show.
sure, but white.
I was thinking of Theo from Twin Peaks. Oh no, that's Leo. My bad.
Yeah. What about Theo James, the actor? I think I think that's the guy that was in The Monkey, another Tasha classic.
Oh, that guy? Nope, also not that guy. I'm not picturing him either. I
Packer
picture a
does
guy.
sound like a captain of industry type, though. Was he
Yes,
rich?
he was not rich.
No.
He was also a minister.
Oh, delightful.
Uh, so we're in that kind of family. So he
Fucking
was 30.
Massachusetts, fucking disgusting,
Exactly.
full of ministers, just filthy with them.
Yeah, they're just brimming with ministers. So he was 37, she was 23, and he was a friend of Elizabeth's dad. For the next 15 years, they stayed in New England while he continued to lead the congregation, and she just became the minister's wife. They had 6 kids, and she was
Yeah.
the role of just raising the kids, which she was not a huge fan of.
That's what I want to be when I grow up. A
A
minister's,
minister's wife.
Yeah. With 6
Sans
kids.
minister. You're just
Yeah.
you just take that title.
Yeah.
In 1854, wanting a new congregation, Theo and his family moved from Massachusetts. They settled a little bit in Ohio and then ended up moving to Illinois, where they stayed. I guess in Illinois, during this time, they were a lot more open and more lax for women. I guess they were able to have a lot more freedom than what you could in New England, which I didn't realize there would be a difference. I thought the 1800s were the 1800s.
Further west you
Same.
got, the more freedom you got because it wasn't as stuck in, old colonial America.
That makes sense.
So that's the whole purpose of going west.
The Wild West of
By
Illinois.
Joseph Smith landed in Utah.
Yeah, like literally, like whether
They chased him there.
yeah, whether
Literally, they chased him there.
Dang.
whether it
All
was
the way.
better or worse, the reason to go west was because you didn't like the way things were, so you went west.
Nice. Well, it worked out well for her for a little bit.
Good.
She was able to do her own missionary work. She traveled on her own.
6 kids. I would think
Yes.
she'd have the missionary down by now.
Anyway,
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
she traveled on her own and started to take on her own religious beliefs outside of her husband's faith. Gasp.
That's not going to bode well for her, I feel.
Yeah. Just
Brain
keep that
fever's
little
back.
keep that little nugget in your brain.
Yeah.
So she and her husband also disagreed on how to manage money, how to raise kids, and also the morality of slavery. So she's taking on all of her own ideas. Elizabeth began reading the works of abolitionist John Brown, and Theo said that he was an embarrassment. So 2 ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
So this is all going to go well, I feel. I think it's going to end. This is a happy ending. I feel it coming.
Oh, all right. Well,
She's gonna turn the husband around. He's
Yeah.
gonna become an abolitionist. It'll be awesome.
Oh.
Super sweet. Here we
Like a
go.
Disney movie.
aw, you guys are adorable.
Like your Lilo and whatever.
Well, the more independent Elizabeth became, the more controlling and authoritative Theo became, going so far as to say that she neglected her children because she didn't believe what he believed. Since he was friends with Elizabeth's family when she was young, he also knew that she was committed for that little spell.
Mm.
So, during this time, he started to drum up the idea that her sanity was in question. So, as
She did have
Packard's
brain fever, so I mean,
brain
who kno-
fever, it
who
got
knows?
worse. During this, Theo believed that Elizabeth's biggest offense was the fact that her religious beliefs didn't align at this point. She was exploring different ideas and started to adopt universalism and spiritualism. And she, like I said, was challenging the Calvinist doctrine that her husband brought the family up. During this time, they both opposed divorce. So that was off the table. Theo found it immoral, and Elizabeth didn't want to lose her children. So back then, fathers had the, quote, legal ownership of their kids due to a law called the paternal property
Goddamn right.
law.
I was bracing for that one, Nick. You had a look in your eyes.
Those are my children.
Yeah, which is absurd. I can believe it, but just the fact that men just got their got the kids, even though the women were the ones doing all of that.
Yeah, but like, and this is not me saying it's okay. This is me just explaining. That time, women couldn't have bank accounts. Women
You
couldn't
don't need to mansplain this to me. I understand why. Women couldn't have jobs. Women
How
couldn't have
dare
bank
you
accounts.
talk
Women
back to a
couldn't
man?
own-
Do you
Women
know
couldn't
where you
own
are right now?
property.
Oh, this is devolving into horror right now.
Dustin's keeping the peace.
You're tearing this podcast apart.
Elizabeth wrote in her 1867 book titled Marital Power Exemplified, I regarded the principle of religious tolerance as a vital principle in which our government was based, and I, in my ignorance, supposed the right was protected to all American citizens, even the wives of clergymen. But alas, my own sad experience has taught me the dangers of believing a lie on so vital a question. The result was I was legally kidnapped and imprisoned 3 years simply for uttering these opinions under these circumstances. So now we'll get into the second bit. Like I said, at this time, I didn't say this part. At this time, it was legal for husbands to have their wives committed.
Goddamn right.
And I'm going to punch you through this fucking screen, Nick.
And history has proven that clergymen have never done anything wrong.
Nope.
So
A good Christian man. Never
that
been a
in
bad
mind.
one. All
The
Christian
law-
men good, all women crazy. That's what this story is telling me, that you're telling me, Natasha.
And that's what the law also seemed to be okay with. The
Fucking
law in
insane.
Illinois, as in many states at that time, stated that a man was entitled to due process to assess his sanity before being committed, but women could be institutionalized at the request of their husband without her consent and against her will without any evidence of mental health issues.
You know what?
Say what you want to say, Nick.
You know what? Maybe
What?
it wasn't so bad back then.
Oh my God. In 1860,
I do not
Yeah.
agree with Nick.
I don't agree with Nick.
Okay, good. This is awful. This is like a horror movie.
Yeah,
It's,
no, I have to make jokes or otherwise I'm uncomfortable.
or you'll cry.
In 1860, Theo arranged for a doctor to speak to Elizabeth by tricking her into thinking he was a sewing machine salesman.
Oh, thank God you said salesman.
Thinking she was a sewing
No, this story's
machine.
gonna get real interesting.
Well, I'd
His
like
name
to
was
introduce
Singer.
you to my sewing machine.
Jesus. During their conversation, Elizabeth complained of her husband's overbearing style and his accusations to others that she was insane. This doctor then went back and told Theo, and due to this conversation that was done against her knowledge that what was happening, Theo decided that his wife was just slightly insane.
Yeah, just got a little bit of the insanity.
Yeah, once again, a condition he attributed to, quote, excessive application of body and mind.
What?
Once again, she's a thinking woman, therefore she's crazy.
Good
Um,
Lord.
Spicy.
Yeah. So because of this, that was grounds to have Elizabeth committed.
Hold on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So, husband thinks wife thinks too much.
Yep.
Therefore, that is legal grounds to have this woman committed.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
just
didn't
wanna make
even
sure.
need that. He could have just
Oh, that
said
was all extra. That was
That was-
icing on the cake. Like
he
That was a
was
luxury.
just he was
Yeah.
just making sure.
oh, okay. Jesus
Because-
Christ.
With the
Law
sewing machine
said-
test, right?
And she failed apparently.
Yeah.
Because
Bring
the
in
law
the sewing machine. If it talks, you go away.
But the sewing machine that would have then gone back to Theo and gave him the answer. Therefore, he would have been crazy too.
Well, yeah, but he gets
Maybe.
to plead his case.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So that's why like he had these grounds, but he didn't even really need an excuse. He could have just taken her to an asylum, or in this case, had her picked up by sheriffs in the middle of the night, which is how Elizabeth realized that she was going to the asylum.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So Elizabeth spent the next 3 years in Jacksonville Insane Asylum, which is in
In
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville?
Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she stayed in the state.
All right.
During
Took her
this
down
time,
to Florida. Jesus
I was going to
Christ.
say, that's the worst place to be in a mental institution.
yeah, then and now.
Yeah.
She was regularly questioned by doctors during this time, during the whole 3 years. And she consistently said that she was not crazy and
That's what crazy people say.
would not change her religious views. The best part of this was in 1863, the hospital officials finally declared her incurably insane.
Oh my God.
She has no hope, so they released her.
Oh,
But
hold on. What?
Oh, that's a happy ending.
yeah. So
hold on.
So
We can't cure you. Off to the streets you go.
Yep.
basically, because they wanted to make room for quote curable patients.
Oh.
But what actually happened was her 6 children took those 3 years and consistently called the hospital and petitioned for her release. So the hospital was just saving face more than anything, and her children were able to finally get her out. But it gets worse. Upon her discharge, Theo locked her in a room of their house and nailed the windows shut. So she was out of the insane asylum, but then became a prisoner of her own house. I don't know how. I never found how this happens, but she was able to drop a letter out of a window, which ended up going to one of her friends. Her name was Sarah Haslett. Sarah was able to deliver that letter to a local judge, who then issued a law of habeas corpus, ordering Theo to bring Elizabeth in to discuss her sanity, essentially. So Theo claimed that he was doing everything that he needed to do. She had, quote, all the liberty capable of her welfare, for her welfare and safety, due to her alleged insanity. So basically saying, I was keeping her safe by locking her in this room and covering the windows.
Good husband.
So while it was legal for Theo to have her committed, it was, in fact, illegal for him to confine her to their home. At this time, the judge then ordered a jury trial to determine her mental state. So now she gets to go to court and have a jury decide whether or not she's sane. So the trial lasted 5 days. This was in 1864. There were witnesses that testified both for and against Elizabeth. Physicians and members of Theo's family claimed that her religious views, this gets great, her religious views, her want to leave the congregation, and her refusal to submit to her husband demonstrated her insanity.
I stand right with that. Yep.
Neighbors and friends of Elizabeth testified on her behalf, saying she did not seem insane at all. The final witness was Dr. Duncanson, who was both a physician and a theologian, so he had a lot of pull in this. And he was the closest third party that they could get, so he was neither family or friend of either parties. He interviewed Elizabeth and testified that while not necessarily in agreement with her religious views, she was sane in his view and just had differing views of her husband, arguing, I really like this quote, I do not call people insane because they differ with me. I pronounce her a sane woman and wish we had a nation full of such women.
Oh, a hero.
Yeah. Finally. Yeah, there's one sliver of hope.
We found a friend. Yeah. We found a friend in this story.
Yeah.
It must be so humiliating because if they were saying like she had been thinking too much, that like apparently at some point she probably would have tried like being dumb, right?
Well, you would think, but she was also standing by her, like she was standing in conviction and saying like, no, I'm not crazy.
America has a history of this. I mean, can I just cite the Salem witch trials?
Yeah.
That's.
Which is why I'm wearing the shirt I'm wearing. You can't read it, but it says they didn't burn witches, they burned women. Because it fits with the story. Yeah.
It does.
The shirt does fit you pretty well. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Thank you. The jury only took 7 minutes to come up with a verdict that she was legally sane, declining Theo's rationale of keeping her confined for her safety. But the story doesn't end there. When Elizabeth returned home, she found that the night before her release, Theo had rented their home to another family, sold all of her furniture and taken her money, clothes, and 6 children, and went back to Massachusetts. When she went to the courts in Illinois and Massachusetts, She was told by the judges that she had no legal right to her children. And so she began founding the Anti-Insane Asylum Society. She campaigned for legal legislation in Illinois and in numerous states that would ensure the rights of those in mental health hospitals and bolster the rights of married women. In Iowa, Maine, and Massachusetts, she helped win the fight, leading to monitoring conditions in asylums, making sure that they passed inspections for cleanliness and safety. In Iowa, Packard's law made it illegal for asylum officials to intercept patients' mail. Packard won reforms to committed laws in 4 states, as well as the passage of a law protecting married women's property in Illinois. She published many books, including Marital Power Exemplified, 3 Years Imprisonment for Religious Belief, and Great Disclosures of Spiritual Wickedness in High Places, all in the 1800s. They all detailed her ordeal. She also gave speeches across the U.S. in order to garnish publicity for her campaign. In 1867, the state of Illinois passed the Bill of Protection of Personal Liberty, which guaranteed that all people accused of insanity, including wives, had the right to a public hearing in Massachusetts. She also was able to pass a law allowing married women to have equal rights and property and custody of their children. And with that, Theo quickly ceded all of his parental rights to his children and gave them back to his wife.
Jesus.
Because they never got divorced, but they also never lived together. And on top of that, Elizabeth ended up with her money from all of the books and touring that she did. She not only was able to provide for all of her kids, but she also provided for Theo, which, no thank you, I would not have done that in a million years.
She was like paying alimony to him?
Pretty much just out of the kindness
Lord.
of her heart, it seemed. It didn't seem like she had to because they never got divorced.
Yeah.
She just did. I don't know why. Anyway.
Did he die in some awesome way?
No, he's
someone
just
gonna
kind
get
of
hit in the face with a hammer yet?
Yeah.
He's out of the story now.
Because he got hit. He got ran over by a horse-drawn carriage. There we go.
The horse made him bite the curb.
There we
There you go. That's what we'll just add that little nugget.
Allegedly.
Seem to have missed that.
Mm-hmm.
She was not really famous during this time. There was a lot of pushback for her for her legislation. But in the 60s, with another push for psychiatric care reform, because the 60s were also a very, very rough time in psychological history, her story had a big resurgence. And now, as of 2023, the Illinois governor, J.B. Pritzker, renamed the mental hospital in Springfield to be the Elizabeth Packard Mental Health Center in Packard's honor.
Would you want that? Like, would you
I
want
would.
that? Like, considering what you went through, like, I'd just be like, I want nothing to do with this. Granted, she's dead. Cool. She doesn't know, but like,
because like she went through hell.
Yeah.
All because she was thinking. And then she took all of that and like kicked ass for so many years. So she like gave it to her husband, like, fuck you. Look at me being smart. I'm going to go do awesome things.
I'm just saying, like, it didn't get called that until 2023, you said, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
fine.
I don't know if I would want that. Like, personally,
I would name like maybe a state house or something.
Yeah, but like the literal asylum.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
There is a cruelty to it.
But see, that's the problem. Asylums don't have to be creepy, bad places. They're necessary. You just have to have the right people running them. So anyway,
I've seen the people running them. I watched House on Haunted Hill. I've seen the documentaries.
So that is the story of Elizabeth Packard's wrongful imprisonment for being a thinking woman.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you for that. Next time, more hammers.
I know. Like I said, it wasn't super spooky or creepy in like the traditional sense, but good God.
It somewhat fits, though, the movie that we did today.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely scary in the historical sense, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. But uplifting because she turned that shit around. Yeah. That was great.
Very uplifting. Nice. The husband got all that money for nothing.
Yeah, douche. Yeah.
Well done, Natasha.
Oh, thank you. What do you have for us, Dustin?
Oh. Let me see if I can calm my dog down real quick. He's whining a whole bunch.
Oh, I can't even hear him.
Nick's got the brain fever.
I don't have the brain fever.
I'm
I'm not a
afraid you
woman.
do.
Sounds
Nope.
like it.
Oh,
Rights were reversed. We're gonna put you away, Betty.
Ah.
Okay, this is the Hamar Daban incident.
Ooh.
Uh,
Hamar de Bong.
Daban.
Okay,
I might not be saying this right at all.
I just wanted to hear it.
Yep.
You are to us. That's all
Yeah,
we know.
just a little warning. There's a lot of Russian shit in this that I'm gonna fuck up real bad.
Awesome.
All right,
I
let's
I
do
I
this.
was
can't
born
wait.
in the woods in Ohio, so I'm not cultured. Okay, this story will be really close to the Dyatlov Pass incident,
Okay,
which did anyone say they were familiar with that?
I'm familiar with that a little bit.
Okay.
I
Remind
listened
me.
to last podcast on the left's like
Yep.
episode about it.
Okay. Really great mystery in Russia also. Backpacking incident went horribly wrong.
All
Big
right.
difference with this one is one person lived. Ooh.
All right. To tell the tale.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. August 2nd, 1993. The Hamar Daban Mountains of Siberia, Russia. Ew.
Ooh, you're setting the scene.
Cold as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of Russian hate in this.
Just dripping with Russian hate.
Yep. The group consisted of 7 hikers. The leader, her name was Ludmila Koronova. She was 41.
Ooh.
The survivor, Valentina Utachenko. She was 17. Tatiana Yurivna. She was the oldest at 24.
Are they
The
all
rest of the
women?
youngsters. No, there's a couple dudes,
Oh,
but just two, I think.
wow.
Tatiana Yurivna. No, I said that one already, sorry. Alexander Kryson was 23. Dennis Viktorovich Shvamkin, who,
Sounds about right. I think you got it
who
there.
was 19. Uh,
Damn.
Victoria Zalasova, 16. And oh, fuck me.
What a name. Fuck me.
Timur Balgabevich Bapanov,
Yeah. You,
who
you
was
could
the
have just
youngest.
made up all of these names. I would have. I
I
wouldn't
wish I
have.
was that good, man. And he was 15. He was the youngest of the group.
Jeez.
Okay.
Wow.
So these motherfuckers, 15
Yep.
years old is the youngest,
Yep.
going up into the
Um,
mountains in Siberia for a hike.
Why?
And did you say like what month or whatever this is?
August.
Okay, so
Does it ever get warm there, though?
I mean, this is gotta be the better season to do
Yep.
it.
Okay.
This should be,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
yeah, really, really not. Um, so the hikers would leave the village of Marino to head up into the mountains. The plan was to backpack a Category 4 mountain and covering 2 summits that were over 7,500 feet in elevation.
At 15 years old, I'm just gonna keep locking in on that.
Yeah.
7,500 meters or feet?
Feet.
Okay, feet.
Yeah.
15 years old. No.
Yep.
Goddamn, they build them different out there, I guess.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
What's a category 4 or
It's,
whatever?
that would have been a good thing to look up.
It's higher than a 3, but
Okay.
less than a 5.
Got it. Thank
I don't
you.
know.
Moving on.
So I've done 10,000 feet peaks.
Okay.
But I mean, they started around like 6,000 and 5,000. I really wish I would have looked up the starting elevation to this because that really makes a big difference.
Gotcha.
'Cause if they were actually climbing the entire 7,500, that's a big deal.
Dang.
Okay, where was I? They were supposed to end up in the town of Shludlanka. Nailed it. After a 45 to 50 mile hike.
Oh, man.
So there were 3 groups in the area at the time, one of which was led by Ludmila's daughter, actually, named Natalia. They were planning to meet up with her on August 5th along their route. They had like a cross section that they were going to meet them at.
Okay.
The first 2 days went well. They completed the hardest part of the hike. No incidents, really, and they were making good time. On day 3, however, that's when they were hit with nasty rainstorms while descending a peak. After hiking all day in the rain, so you're not only wet, but then all of your stuff is soaked, so it's
Oh.
heavier.
Ugh.
Yep.
And you
Uh,
said they're descending at this point?
yeah, they were descending the
Oh
peak.
man. So then they're sliding down the mountain.
Mhm. At this point, there were strong winds and rain, and the rain had become snowfall. They couldn't even get a fire started as they were
Oh my
setting up
God.
camp. So, yes, they're just completely soaked. It's now snowing, and they're huddled in a tent.
This is
And
my own personal hell.
is this
Yeah.
where one of them says that they know a pass through the mines of Moria?
That would be so lovely, wouldn't it? Morale was still supposedly high, though, because they were proud of the ground that they had covered. And they were very optimistic about finishing their trek. All the youngsters really wanted to prove themselves as hikers, and if they would accomplish this, it would really give them some clout in the area.
Dang.
It'd be like, I don't know, professional backpackers. I
Well, yeah,
don't know.
you can be
At
like, yeah,
15.
I fucking covered this and I did that and blah, blah. It's
Yep.
kind of like, like a patch of honor. Like, yeah, I fucking did that.
Yeah, 50 miles in Siberia.
Dang.
I wouldn't sneeze at it.
I wouldn't walk on level ground for 50 miles anywhere.
On
let's put
level
it-
ground?
I would just like to make that very well known. So, like,
Yep.
That's a good point.
every
Yeah.
single thing that you're saying, it's like 7,500 foot elevation peaks in Siberia, 50 miles. I'm like, I wouldn't walk to the fucking gas station down the road.
No, thank you.
I got a
Yep.
car.
Yeah. These are teenagers too, so
Yeah.
impressive.
God damn,
Um,
Ruskies.
So this is pretty important. No one could explain why Ludmila would have picked their camping spot. They were really out in the open. Normally, you want to camp around like trees and stuff like that to break up the wind. And if it was raining, you definitely want to be under trees. So I guess there was actually a shelter that was only a half mile away that they could have kept going. But I guess everybody was exhausted, so she just like picked this spot. But no one can really explain why, because it was just so out in the elements. Like,
Okay.
I mean, and they're all wet. It seems like a really bad move.
Did
But
they, like, historically, they know that there is a, I want to say
Shelter?
hideout.
I believe Ludmilla
like,
had
they
hiked in
knew?
these mountains before, so
Okay.
she would have known that there would have been a shelter there.
Okay, weird.
And there was a forest not too far away either, and
Hmm.
could have hiked to that and set up their tents. But they didn't. Okay, so they awoke to a snow-covered ground the next day and packed up their gear. This was the day they were supposed to meet up with Ludmilla's daughter. They actually got a fire started, so they got to have breakfast. That was good before taking off. As they were hiking down the slopes, one of the boys in the group, Alexander, started screaming.
Oh dear.
The group stopped and looked back. Alexander was foaming at the mouth and blood was pouring out of his eyes.
What?
Nice.
That's not where I was thinking this was
No,
going.
this is about to get gnarly.
Okay.
Ludmilla ran back to him and he fell to the ground, thrashing and clutching at his throat as if he was trying to claw something out of it. Blood started coming out of his ears at that point as well. Alexander died in Ludmilla's arms, and she sat on the ground and cried, holding him. The boy was incredibly close to her. She was sort of a surrogate mother to him and had
Aw.
known this kid like since he was 12.
Aw.
So-
Wow.
Really sad. She had urged the rest of the group to keep hiking down, but they started to come back when Ludmilla started screaming as well.
Oh no. Oh no.
So the group came back. Ludmilla was screaming. Blood was coming out of her mouth and her eyes as well.
What is
She
happening?
quickly fell on top of Alexander and stopped moving.
We got fucking
Jesus
parasites coming out of the snow.
Something.
The group was in a state of utter confusion.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, one of the boys, Dennis, he ran behind a rock formation and just hid. Valentina watched frozen in horror. She tried to get Tatiana to flee with her, but Tatiana fell to her knees, crying, clutching her throat.
Oh no.
Then she crawled over to a rock and began smashing her face against it.
Oh my God.
You know what? You know what? I think they're all suffering from brain fever. I've heard of this before. I don't know where,
That's
but
a
I've heard
case of too much thinking.
Trying to do stuff.
Uh-huh.
She was bashing her head into a rock.
Oh, so Tasha loves this story.
Good Lord.
Yep. She increased the force with each blow until she must have cracked her skull open and then stopped moving. Timur attempted to run away, but ended up collapsing on the ground, convulsing with blood flowing from his eyes and ears. Victoria made the same attempt, but started vomiting blood and collapsed on the ground. Both of them were attempting to tear their clothes off as well. This happens in hypothermia. I don't know if
Yep.
you've heard of this.
Oh, yeah.
Paradoxical undressing.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Your
think they're
body
getting
is
hotter,
so
but
cold that it feels hot, so you get naked.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
So-
making it worse for yourself.
Yep. So yeah, if a loved one ever shows up in the forest totally naked, they weren't doing weird sex stuff. It could have been like a, serious situation.
Unless Ari Aster's around, then maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
then probably somebody had some issues.
So they're hypothermic and also just bleeding from everywhere and losing their minds.
I have a theory, but I'm going to let you continue.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to the end and then we'll discuss our theories, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this all took place in minutes. Valentina and Dennis were the only people remaining. They ran to each other and decided they needed to flee the area because they didn't know what was causing this. Obviously, you'd want to get out of there.
Yeah.
They were headed towards the woods when Dennis fell to the ground as well. Blood started pouring from his ears and mouth. So Valentina, horrified, ran into the woods. In just a few minutes, her whole group had died in front of her. Gruesome deaths. And she was utterly alone.
Oh.
How's everybody doing?
I am terrified. This is nuts.
It kind of gives me a mixture of The Ritual meets Cabin Fever in a way.
Yep. But yeah, imagine being this woman. This is insane. This is a fucking nightmare come to life.
Yeah. This
You're
is
alone
worse
in the
than
mountains,
any nightmare
all
I
your
could have
friends
been.
just died from you don't know what, and like within minutes of each other. This is fucking horrifying.
Self-inflicted head trauma. That's the
Yep.
one I cannot get over.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Good. You're all in the same headspace I was when I heard this one. Okay, so Valentina took shelter under a tree for the night. She was covered in a tent. The next day, though, unfortunately, she realized she wouldn't survive without supplies, so she had to go back to her group. and get
Oh.
things.
Got to scavenge off of them.
Yep.
Oh, it just gets worse.
Yep. She found a map, food, and a sleeping bag. She spent the next 3 days trying to find another group and anyone that would help her. She found a river and followed it downstream until she came across some kayakers. So imagine being the kayakers.
And
go ahead.
she's not like the lead, right? She's just
No,
like a
no.
younger, just like she literally is
Yeah,
just like
she's
I'm
a
hiking.
17-year-old.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez. Lost in the mountains. Oh, man.
And she just shows up, and then these kayakers are floating down the river, and they see a 17-year-old who has blood on her jacket.
It's the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep. Some spooky ass shit for sure. She apparently leapt into the arms of one of them. They made their way down to a nearby village and contacted police to tell them what had happened. And for some reason, a search party didn't go out for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
There was no real reason for this.
I wonder if they knew what happened.
Ugh.
I have my theory now.
Hang on to that.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so once the search party did go out on August 21st, they eventually recovered the bodies. The deaths were ruled hypothermia and protein deficiency, except for Ludmilla, who they said died of a heart attack. Immediately, people began to suspect a cover-up.
Okay.
Obviously, how would this many people die at the same time from hypothermia? And why did Valentina survive?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Valentina completely fell off the radar and didn't want to be part of the investigation, and she
Sure.
remains silent about the event to this day.
Sure she is.
Oh.
Oh, you're suspicious of her.
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
Oh, with other stuff, but yeah.
let's hear it.
Okay.
So we're into theories now. What do you got?
Okay.
That's the end?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
God
She
damn
hiked
it.
out, got saved, and then just like didn't talk about it ever again.
I think she's like for lack of a better terms and maybe not being culturally correct and everything, but like KGB like tests like got ran out there through her. Something happened with breakfast and was like tested. That was a test. So
You think she was involved, huh?
yes,
Wow,
and that would
Nick.
that would explain why there's cover up, why they don't need to cover all this stuff, all these things, why she just had nothing like had nothing happen to her and is just like, I don't want to talk about it, I'm good, and just kind of disappears. That shit sounds like some CIA, Black Ops, KGB kind of shit, where it's like,
She's the Black Widow to you.
kind of like, it's that thing of like, they're like, okay,
You don't think it's like a possibility that she just doesn't want to talk about the fact that 6 of her friends just died a gruesome death?
no,
Yeah.
absolutely
Pretty
not.
normal to not want to talk about it.
No, but the tie-in where they don't want to go up and the no search party sent, none of this kind of stuff, it definitely reads like shady.
I definitely
That's
think
where
it
all the
reads
conspiracy
shady.
theories come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the 2-week waiting period.
Yeah, it reads shady, but I don't think it's Valentina's fault.
Yeah.
There's something clearly, somebody knew something outside of that group.
Mhm.
And that's really all that I've got. Like it went all the way to the top somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
But
because
she
like,
had
Do you have
nothing
any
to do
theories,
with it.
Natasha?
I don't. I was hoping you had more.
Oh, I have more theories
Oh, okay.
that a lot of people were thinking about, but I wanted to hear your guys' first.
Yeah, I
could
don't know. I
also
think
be-
there was something in the food, but
Mhm.
I don't know what would cause mass psychosis.
alien abductions.
That is one of the theories.
Of course, that's a theory. That's
Why
a
wouldn't
theory
it be?
for everything.
And there's absolutely no proof of it other than like people see UFOs around this lake called Lake Bilal, which is where they started out.
Lake
Oh.
Belial? Belial's a demon. Oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, a
It's all
demon
coming
alien.
together.
Demon aliens.
Oh,
Working
no.
for the KGB.
Tell us your theories.
I'm with you. Okay, so these are the most popular theories. A nerve agent, obviously, coming across a nerve agent that was dormant in the ground. Russia,
Oh.
Oh, and the
Russia was
rain did something too.
yeah, like maybe all the water, but Russia was known for their chemical warfare at that time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
possible a dumped nerve agent went dormant in the area. But then also, why was Valentina spared? Why wouldn't it have affected her?
Like, what did she do differently? I
Right.
wish she would talk.
She
Uh-huh.
was working with them. She had the anti-agent. She was
Yep.
good to go.
Yeah, she left out the part of the story where she had a gas mask on the whole fucking time.
She just wore it the entire
Yeah.
hike.
Hey,
Yep.
Valentina, what are you doing? Fucking shut up.
Yeah.
Eat your damn eggs.
Aliens at Lake Bacau. We went over that one. I wish someone would have provided like more detail on that because that's the one I was obviously most gravitating towards because I love that shit.
Yeah, I would just mine would just be brain implants gone haywire. Like and that's
Yep.
why all because it was all head stuff and it was all
Yeah.
hemorrhaging and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So if we're going alien in that regard, it would have to be some sort of brain probing kind of thing gone bad. And maybe hers went well. So
Yeah. UFO came down, maybe just picked her up, and then the others were around, so they got like the bad juju.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's always the radiation burns and stuff like that they talk about, and
Yeah.
who fucking knows?
Uh,
Tasha's over here like, no, their brains are bleeding, guys.
So here's the theory I kind of subscribe to. They had eaten just that morning,
Mhm.
so I don't think they could have had the protein deficiency that they talked about when they did the autopsy and everything.
I also think that protein deficiency wouldn't cause you to beat your face in on a
No.
rock.
No, especially if you just had breakfast.
I don't
Right.
know. Not a doctor.
Really? I've been hungry before, but I've never been that hungry.
That hungry after I've eaten.
So apparently, Ludmilla was kind of a badass in the backcountry. Like she would push her students to the edge just to see how much they could handle and things like that. She was also big into foraging.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if one of the kids maybe
Oh.
grabbed a mushroom or something like that, added it to breakfast,
Yeah.
and then because it happened pretty quickly and all at the same time, so maybe everyone's digestion was happening, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, nerve destruction. I'm not sure, but
Or like a really bad poison.
yeah,
Would
that
that
one
count
kinda
as
seems
nerve
plausible to
destruction?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, nerve destruction. That's a technical term for you.
I'm leaning towards that one too. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
got to be
I kinda
something
like
in the
that one.
food. Yeah.
So
Just
what if
because they said they were
nerve
foraging.
nerve destruction? Is that what you guys called it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to write these things down.
It's right up there with brain fever.
Yep. These are the titles of the episode.
Yep.
Brain fever and nerve destruction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man,
Man,
it's pretty much all I had.
I want to look more into this. This is
It's awesome.
insane. I hate the fact that she has stayed silent.
I
Because
know.
so if
There's
she's
just no answers either. That's
right.
also why I love it though,
Ugh.
because it ends a mystery.
Yeah, you just end so abruptly with that story.
Yep.
What the
And
hell?
she's saved.
Yeah. Moving on.
It's so
She's
cool
quiet.
that one person survived though. What a fucking badass.
So did she end up telling? She had to have like, how
She
did
must
this
have told the
story get out?
police.
Okay.
Yeah, would
Like
be my
she just
guess.
told the story and then just wasn't cooperative, as in like,
Mhm.
I don't want to know more. Just do your
Yeah.
thing.
And
Got it.
I wonder if the Dyatlov Pass thing kind of had something to do with this because apparently it wasn't put in a lot of papers. Like it was kind of hush-hushed. I
Mm,
wonder if they learned from the Dyatlov Pass thing. Maybe
Hmm.
there's like a connection.
I
There could be.
see.
Like, because, like, the nerve agent kind of thing makes a lot of sense with the rain and all that. Like, there
Mhm.
is, I'm 100% on board with this is a military cover up of something, whether it was a planned test or a big old bundle of oopsie daisies. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, I think that it's something in that. Because, like, nerve agent kind of stuff of that, like the bleeding from the eyes and the ears and the mouth, that's all like not necessarily mustard gas, but like was it Zyklon B, which was used in World War II most notably by the Germans and stuff like that. Those are things that would happen from that. So
But
Yeah.
the face bashing,
well,
Yeah.
if it
like, is it? I wonder if it hurts so bad.
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe she
Yeah.
just wanted to end it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it could be the thing where she wasn't
And it's just like the lizard brain is acting to
Uh-huh.
stop the pain.
correct. It's like not like she's
Ugh.
like, oh, I'm going to bash my head. It's just like convulsing and smashing your head into a rock, just repeating a motion.
Mm-hmm.
You love this story, Natasha.
Isn't that
It's got
gnarly as
face
fuck?
smashing.
God damn, that was a good one, Dustin. That was good.
Thanks.
That was real
Oh.
good.
That's the inaugural. What is it called?
Creepy something.
Creepy corner.
Creepy corner. I forgot.
Creepy corner.
All right, right on.
Yeah, hope
So-
you dug it.
For
Yeah.
next week, are you guys going to bring some more creepy tales to to
You have to
Bring me
to our
tune in and
listeners?
see.
All right.
Yeah, maybe we should talk off mic how often we want to do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, next week our movie of choice is actually one that has been brought to the podcast by Dustin himself. Dustin, would you like to tell us what we're watching next week?
The Lair of the White Worm.
All right.
Okay.
So this is based off of a Bram Stoker story. You may know him
Oh.
from Dracula,
Yeah.
but this is a different story. In the 80s, I think, early 90s,
Yes.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, 80s.
So that's what we're going to be working with. I've never seen this movie. I have
All
seen
right.
the cover of it a billion times.
Mhm.
I have actually never seen this movie, so this will be new to me.
All right. Me too, clearly. Obviously. That's a given.
So for Pot of the Dead, I am Nicholas.
I'm Dustin.
I'm Natasha.
Come back and listen to us, or else.